Hello, welcome back guys to another video. My name is Maku.
Hello guys, it's Kobayashi.
And today we're going to continue on our top 10 series. Today we're going to be talking about fire users. Just as a quick side note, there's a lot of spoilers up ahead, and this is our opinion, so just let us know in the comments down below if you differ from it. So starting off at number 10, I have Ren Goku from Demon Slayer. Ren Goku, as the title of the video suggests, he is a fire user from the world of Demon Slayer. In the most recent event, he did pass away in Mugen Train. But in any case, this isn't about Demon Slayer itself, more so the character Ren Goku. Ren Goku has most Hashira and Demon Slayers. They all have 9 forms and 9 techniques they perform throughout the story. Ren Goku himself displays 3 of them very frantically. The first one I'll talk about is the Rising Scorching Sun. It is the most common one he uses throughout the anime. You get to see it throughout our clips and when we play Demon Slayer in the background. The Flame Tiger is a form that he uses throughout the Mugen Train, and funnily enough, it is actually his 5th form, and he uses that to fight off waves of enemies, or in this case, a small chamber of a train. The last one I'll talk about has to do with his personality. Ren Goku has a very prideful demeanor, and for that he selected his most powerful move to be named after himself, which is Ren Goku. It takes the shape of a dragon and proceeds to come out to the opposition at a high velocity, striking it down with one single blow. And who do you have for number 9, Kobayashi?
And coming into the number 9 spot, it's Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho. Hiei has his black flame, and also he can manipulate fire. One of his 3 strongest movesets is called the Dragon of the Darkness Flame. Hiei uses his yokai to summon a dragon made from the flames of the demon world. Another moveset that he uses a lot is called Fist of the Mortal Flame. Hiei can channel the flames from the human world into one or both of his fists. And his last moveset that he uses a lot is called the Sword of the Darkness Flame. Hiei can channel flames to forge a sword of fire. That concludes the number 9 spot. And coming into the number 8 spot, we have Mariana Leona from Black Clover. Mariana Leona, she can manipulate the elements of fire. She can burn away any magic attacks and completely cancel it. With Monozone, she can increase the AoE of her attacks, and then she continuously attacks her opponent to prevent them to react and heal. One of her strongest movesets is called Flame Magic Hellfire Incarnate. With this move, she assimilates a large amount of fire magic into her body, which begins to glow and takes on a fire-like appearance as almost if she has become fire magic itself. And her strongest moveset is Monozone Full Release, Fire Magic, Calidus, Brachium, Purgatory, Abyss. After assembling a large amount of fire magic into her body and taking control of the surrounding mana, she unleashes a stream of punches that pummels her target and engulfs them with flames. And that concludes the number 8 spot. Coming on to the number 7 spot, it's Endeavor from My Hero Academia. Endeavor can summon fire tornadoes. He can also make fireballs that explode when they make contact. One of his feats, he burns a Nomu with his flames. He can use his flames to fly. And lastly, he disintegrates high-end with his strongest move called Prominence Burn. And that concludes the number 7 spot. Moving on to number 6.
So rolling in at the number 6 spot, I actually have Ren Goku from Aono Exorcist. It might come as a surprise to you, but he's actually quite strong for what he is. If you at the anime, it doesn't show him justice of what he actually is capable of. If you have watched the anime, you do know he is the son of, well, Satan. So he's the son of the king of all demons. And commonly with a lot of characters on this list, they all have a very fire personality due to, I believe, them having fire abilities, right? So it makes them have a very outgoing, very outputting personality. And Ren Goku actually shows that throughout the anime. Ren Goku's flames, as you've probably seen them before, they're actually blue, and they can actually incinerate an entire forest in the matter of a few seconds. It actually, not just forests, it actually incinerates entire cities. When he's in full power and full demonic form, once he unsheaths his sword, he gains a power of otherworldly proportions. But his one drawback, and a major flaw, is that he has a kryptonite. Holy water, specifically grade A, is very toxic to him. It puts out his flames in a matter of instants, which is why he's ranked at 6.
And moving on to the number 5 spot, it's Ace from One Piece. Ace can create, control, and transform into fire. He can create walls and barriers with fire, and some of his notorious movesets are Fire Fist, which he uses a lot of, Fire Gun, and his strongest move is called Flame Emperor, which he used against Blackbeard. The Flame Emperor move that Ace uses is he's able to create a fireball resembling the sun and is strong enough to cover half of the island which he's battling Blackbeard on. That concludes the number 5 spot. Moving on to number 4.
So coming in at the number 4 spot, I actually have Natsu. This might be a little controversial to some of you because you might believe that Ren Goku is actually stronger than Natsu. As I've seen many YouTube videos stating that Ren Goku is actually stronger than Natsu, but due to the defect that I stated beforehand, I'm going to put Natsu over Ren Goku. As some of his description have said before, he is able to erupt the ground with molten lava and create platforms as he is able to create a special move known as Dragon's Roar. He is able to produce a flame wave, which in full capacity can dissipate an entire city. The lightning roar is among one of his best moves, as you might have seen a demonstration against Max. Nothing too much to say about Natsu because he is quite popular. So moving on to the number 3 spot. And now arriving for the final 3 contestants. First up, coming in at number 3, we have Maru from Fire Force. The Fire Force universe is, as I have explained beforehand, it is insanely strong. It even rivals the Dragon Ball universe. But today specifically, I'm going to be talking about Maru. Maru is insanely strong, and he has the ability to warp reality. Taking it a step back, Maru can form 2 types of combustion. The type in which he can take the flame, and the other one which he can output it. This is meaning that he can virtually eliminate the flame of the opposition, which is why he is such a dangerous foe. Maru has an incredible scene in the anime, as well as in the manga, but specifically I'll talk about the anime, as I might have stated beforehand, episode 18, when he unleashes a move that one of his comrades uses called Crimson Moon. An incredible scene to watch, and I would highly recommend you to watch it, specifically that scene if you don't want to watch the entire anime. But in any case, I'm a little off track. I'm going to reiterate Maru insanely strong, which is why he's in top 3. He has virtually no flaws other than he's not as strong as the other 2 I'm going to mention after. So arriving at the number 2 spot, I actually have Escanor. Call me biased, call me whatever you want, but he is literally the embodiment of a sun. As you've seen his characters throughout the anime, you see him with a small sun. In fact, the movie calls it his cruel sun. He uses that throughout the anime countless times. One of his special moves that he likes using is Solar Flare, and as everyone knows, as soon as it reaches noon, the entire area of which Escanor is surrounded by converts into molten lava due to the excessive amount of heat that he projects. He is able to defeat demons with ease, and in the manga, it actually shows him defeating the Demon Lord without hesitation and without remorse. And moving on to the number 1 spot, Kobayashi, go ahead and let us know what number 1 is.
Last but not least, coming into the number 1 spot, we have Yamamoto from Bleach. His Zanpakuto, Ryujin Jaka's main ability, is the creation and manipulation of fire. While in Bankai, the level of Ryujin Jaka's heat dramatically increases, reaching the monstrous temperature of 15 million degrees Celsius, making it equal in heat to the core of the sun. 2 of Yamamoto's strongest movesets are Zanka no Taichi, Kita, Tenchi Kaijai. With his move, a single slash from Ryujin Jaka instantly eradicate anything it touches from existence. And moving to his most powerful moveset, while in Bankai, is called Zanka no Taichi, Minami, Gaka, Jumanu Kushi, Daisho. By stabbing Ryujin Jaka into the ground, Yamamoto summons the corpse and ashes of those slain by its flames to fight on its behalf. They rise from a rupture in the environment and are powerful enough to decimate his opponent. And this concludes the top 10 fire users in anime.
If you have any questions or difference in opinions about our list, please let us know in the comments down below. And as always, my name is Matu,
Kobayashi,
and thank you.